Every community begins with a seed, a place where everyone is welcomed, where connections grow across generations. For so many families, that place is the J. It all begins here.
This basketball court has tied multiple generations of my family together. My dad started coming to the J back in 1969. The first birthday I can remember was right here on this court in 1979. And now all these years later, I've gotten to share that same space with my own kids. 3 generations, all in the same place.
I started playing basketball at the JCC at an early age, and 50 years later, I am still playing basketball at the JCC. Now, I am the senior citizen. Back in the day, it was Nate Ross and Billy Schwartz and Mike Morgan, and I look around now and I'm the older person. But you know what? I wouldn't do it any other way. It is wonderful.
Growing up here was so special because everybody kind of felt like your best friend and everybody felt like your family. You walk in the door at the JCC and just the greeting makes you feel part of the community. Especially when they're young, and that feeling of I belong and I matter.
The JCC is really good for making those memories and making those connections and establishing the community.
And over time, those first moments take root, growing into something much deeper.
And it is emotional for me because I think about my grandparents whose names are downstairs in the building and passing on values. L'adore vador, passing on values from generation to generation. It just means everything. It isn't just words. I'm honored and I'm so excited to be here, to be able to talk and to share with my family what the Jewish Community Center means.
Having my kids attend the same preschool that I did and my brother did is amazing.
For us, knowing that Bennett's earliest experiences, especially in the Jewish community, are happening at the J, means the world to us. This is where I went to preschool and spent some of my formative years building my Jewish foundation.
One of the things that drew me to Seattle and Vicki and this community was being part of something that was larger and connected on a multi-generational basis. So to have this, where Vicki's early memories, Sydney's early memories, and now Bennett's early memories are all grounded at the J, it's pretty special.
There's a connection because of the beauty of the building, because of the care of the staff, and because I think everyone who walks in the door has some kind of kinship.
From generation to generation, these roots grow stronger, shaping who we are and who we become. They grow in confidence, in friendship, in pride in who they are. From our first steps to our strongest years, from learning and play to wellness, culture, and connection, the J is where we all come together at every stage of life.
And I just felt that the JCC was the foundation that really led me into where I wanted to be and who I wanted to be. So the fact that my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my parents, and my kids, we all got to be part of it is pretty significant.
The friends that I met when I was 2 years old, before I even remember, I'm still best friends with today. The JCC is what brought me that community and what instilled those values in not only me, but the people that I surround myself with today.
I will tell you that my circle of friends, even though I'm from here, my circle of friends and my community is from the friendships that I made here at the JCC.
We go through and he says hi to the gals at the front desk, and I just really feel like he's somewhere where he is safe and he is loved as much as he would be if he was at home.
And as we watch these lives unfold, from early beginnings to lifelong friendships, we're reminded this didn't happen by chance. It happened because others came before us and chose to invest in this place.
You know, my father-in-law was a Holocaust survivor, And so really instilling the importance of being Jewish and having a Jewish life has been important in our family. And I feel like the importance of having the J here and perpetuating the vision of the J and the importance of the J really stands for, what he survived for, right? The continuity of the Jewish people, keeping families together and perpetuating that, because it is really important that we continue that with our children, with our grandchildren.
Really kind of the whole idea of planting trees now, because it takes time to grow them, and even if you may not sit in the shade that those trees need, it's important to kind of continue the community and really pay it forward for those others who kind of done the same for us.
I want my kids to have the same experiences that I had here. I want them to learn Judaism and the love of sport and friendship the same way that I learned it, with my dad or my mom during Shabbat dinner, and really lay a foundation.
I hope that the J will be for Bennett as he grows up a place that he always feels like is a second home. I want him to find new opportunities to meet people in the community, but also just have a safe place where he feels really comfortable and able to grow.
Somewhere along the way in my journey at the J, this place gave me even something more incredible. It's where I met my wife, Carla. So when I think about the J, it's more than just a place. It's where I grew up, it's where my family grew, and it's where some of the most important relationships in my life began. It's always been a place that feels warm, welcoming, and connected. And now I get to watch that continue with the next generation. There are just so many incredible memories here, and we're still making them.
What we plant today becomes what blooms tomorrow. By investing in the J now, we help ensure this place continues for our children, our grandchildren, and generations we may never meet. They return, not only to participate, but to help ensure this place will always be here for those who come next. Planting today, blooming tomorrow, all together for the J.